Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sunday debate. The NCB crackdown has been relentless. This coming week, one of the biggest stories will be the continuing summons and the investigations into the Bollywood drugs case. Not a single lead is going uninvestigated. The coming 7 days are very crucial. As of now, here's the update. Peddlers are in custody and boy are they singing. The phone records have revealed big names. Big stars are under the radar. And in the upcoming days, more summons are expected. The buck does not stop at just summoning Deepika, Sara Ali Khan and Shraddha Kapoor. Now the top actors are dialing their lawyers. The false bravado they had is evaporating and trouble is brewing for the Bollywood druggies. So today is a great time for this Bollywood druggie brigade to introspect and snap back into reality. Because if they think they can get away, they won't. If they think their coached replies have worked, they haven't. If they think they cannot be taken into custody, they can. If they think their claims of private life will work, no, they will not. If they think they are above the law, they should know that the law is catching up with them. So if they think that the industry does not need to be answerable for drug ties, Pakistan links, mafia connections, and its rampant insult on our soil, they should hear it loud and clear. There is no such thing as creative liberty or artistic freedom which infringes on national interest. Those who give lectures on honesty, build campaigns on depression, hold shows on social issues are all exposed today with their stone-cold silence on drugs. Viewers, India is watching and Indians are taking note. And there will be no fanfare for druggies in our great nation. So this Sunday debate, the question is simple. Is it time for Bollywood to shun all pretenses, give up the arrogance, and go to rehab? My hashtag for the Sunday debate is Bollywood needs rehab. Shazia Elmi, Barnali Basak, Mukesh Khanna, Prachi Sharma, Shailendra Singh, Mamta Kale, Payal Ghosh, Saira Shali, MK Raghavendra, Akash Deep Sabhi, Nisha Jamwal and Rahul Ishwar. Big panel, lots of time. Opening remarks. Who'd like to start? This coming week, I just wanted to say, is a really big week. Rahul, please put your hand down. Give someone else a chance sometimes. You really think Bollywood will get away, Rahul? You really think so? You think they will get away?
Arnabji, who is Bollywood? Are you demonizing the entire Bollywood? How do you say words like this? Entire Bollywood needs rehab. See, some people may be wrong, but don't demonize the entire Bollywood. Bollywood has greats like Amitabh Bachchan, or say Amir Khan, or Akshay Kumar. So many people are there. You know, for a few bad apples,
who are silent spectators to what's going on. You agree with me?
They're waiting for the CBI and the results to come.
Well, I mean,
they're waiting for the results.
Okay, so I have information, Shazia, that in the coming week, bigger names from the industry will emerge. I have information that the NCB is going all in to uproot the nexus. So do you think really they can get away? Let's start the debate. Okay, Shazia. Since Rahul came in, Shazia and Rahul are opening the debate. After that, it's open, yes, to everyone. Yes, Shazia.
So I don't think they will get away. I think this is Operation Cleanup. I think you and your channel has done a commendable job. I think NCB has been fantastic at the way it has managed to track down the peddlers and get them to squeal, and squealing they are. And all the big names are coming out. This is the grapevine, not just grapevine, this is the an open secret as to what those initials stand for. And as far as I know, Arnab, at least hundreds, thousands of people have just been talking about the initials and who those people are, the big fish. So yes, I totally agree with the hashtag that you're using, rehab.
Bollywood
we must give out the rehab numbers. There have to be many rehab centers. Bollywood does need rehab. They need a cleanup. They need to detoxify themselves.
Shazia,
and we need to, as a nation, detoxify ourselves of who we feel are the role models of our society. No, as a nation, we need to know who these are, because we are the ones who worship, idolize, and adore these role models.
No, that is fine. That is fine.
But whoever brings it to them, it's the whole racket. Bollywood is the whole nexus. No, I'm not talking about
it's
only
a
the
whole
A-listers,
racket.
my dear friend. I'm talking about the entire nexus. The politicians, the
No,
police.
I only heard you say that.
The people
You're
who are
not
protecting
talking, but I
them,
only heard you say that.
including the press, including the journalists.
Yeah, she's not sparing anyone.
Including the journalists, in the entire nexus.
No, nobody is protecting.
I repeat my question.
They are named and shamed now.
I
They will
repeat
face
my question. My
consequences.
question is that my
Nobody
information,
can protect them. They are
Akashdeep,
named
is
and shamed, and they will face
my information.
consequences.
Akashdeep, my information is this coming
Akashdeep ji,
week.
everybody who's involved in
This coming week, big names are coming out, and you have to decide what to say now, because the position you take today has to be consistent with the position that will be tomorrow. Because we all know, Shailendra Singh, we know Shailendra and Barnali are on the debate. Shailendra and Barnali are on the debate. Do you think Bollywood can get away? There are drug companies operating in plain sight. These are big investigators who are coming in. Barnali, these are professionals who are coming in. And does Bollywood think it can get away when operating a drug company like Quan is operating in plain sight, and it is high-profile clients from Ranbir Kapoor to Deepika, all are Quan clients, lining up to work with what they call as a talent agency. But Nisha, it's not a talent agency, it's a drug company.
Film stars and celebs who want to endorse big brands, leveraging their fame, are definitely accountable and going to be held to a higher moral standard. It's the same coin, it's infamy and fame. Infamy and fame are both the two sides of the same coin. And I disagree with Rahul Ishwar. Even if it's just a handful of people doing this, they are tarnishing the entire profession. So no one is casting aspersions on the entire Bollywood, but definitely the people have to come out, the stars have to come out.
No, but do you think that Nisha, my question is on what we expect. Do we expect that the big boss of the drug empire of Bollywood can sneak in the background? Shailendra, does Bollywood think that the big bosses who operate Quan from behind the scenes can remain untouched when their employees, Karishma Prakash, have already been caught? When the co-founder Dhruv has been interrogated thoroughly. Now Bollywood is sitting quietly, thinks this is going to pass, and they are just passing one message on WhatsApp to each other. This too shall pass. It shall pass, but not before many heads roll. Shailendra, why isn't there any realism in Bollywood?
True. Arnab, so first of all, this is an appeal to Bollywood and the Indian film industry that this is not going to pass. This
yeah,
is
well
real.
said, well said.
And this is your moment to stand up and clean up. You are sitting at home and you're thinking that another breaking news is going to wipe off this news. No. This is a reality. This investigation is real, and we know, because I come from the time when I produced 70 movies. I've done 500. I was the first talent agency in this country, Arnab. And when we're talking about agencies like Matrix and Cornerstone, these are people who have trained under me, unfortunately. And another thing, Arnab, today I want to mention is Anirban, before starting Quan, came to my office for an interview 6 times, and he was rejected by me all 6 times because something was wrong about this guy, and he's in the hiding today. I'm not blaming the existing staff of Quan, but yes, the foundation, the guy, Anirban, who started this company, was a dodgy guy. He was not something that I accepted. Second thing is, all of Bollywood, whether it's Amir Khan, Salman Khan, Amitabh Bachchan, Prasun Joshi, whatever, people sitting at home, this is not going to go away, and you think it's about you, 100 famous stars. No. Millions of people are connected. Spot boys, makeup artists, fashion designers. This is a whole industry. It's called the Indian film industry. You're destroying it by not being honest.
Well,
you're sitting at home, you're thinking this will pass. It'll not going to go anywhere. And hang on,
Rahul.
Go back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. People acted. People acted. Today, it's all about six-pack. It's all about perception. जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. इसी वजह से आज के लोग ड्रग्स में हैं क्योंकि उनको कैलोरीज नहीं ऐड करनी है. ये लाइफस्टाइल छोड़ो. इंडस्ट्री को बचाओ. ये तुम्हारा मौका है. Unite and stand and save the industry. Because when we look at cricket, we are proud of the sport. The Indian film industry is as big as BCCI, but there is no voice in the Indian film industry. Or now, and these guys sitting at home. Why is Amir Khan not talking? Why is Prasun not talking? Why is Anupam Kher not talking now? He's a lovely guy. He speaks on behalf of so many
problems. You know it better than anyone else.
Yeah.
Sir, you know, Shailendra, that Bollywood does not have a collective voice. That's been a problem from day one. You've seen how nobody's come up to talk.
No, but then let's look forward.
This generation of journalism is very different, Arnab.
Yeah, but let's look forward.
Thinking that journalism is exactly where it was 5 years ago. No, it's investigative journalism. Journalism has become a custodian of society. Republic and its staff is going to not let this go by.
No, we won't let it go by. It surprises me. It surprises me. It surprises me today. At the level of which, the level to which Mamta, if I can get Mamta in and M.K. Raghavendra and Saira Shah Ali, the level of arrogance, Saira. The arrogance is that we are too big to be touched. I'll tell you, Saira. Yeah. The arrogance, Mamta, is we are too big to be touched. So when Rakul Preet's name came, they said, okay, but nobody bigger. Then they said, oh, Shraddha Kapoor's name came in, okay, Shakti Kapoor's daughter, but nobody bigger. Then Saif Ali Khan's daughter, Sara Ali Khan's name came in, they said, oh, okay. Now they are going to the sort of Dynas, but nobody bigger. Then Deepika's name came, Mamta, and then they were completely shocked. The Deepika Padukone. But now they are saying to themselves, Mamta, the male stars will not be mentioned. Somewhere the men will get away. The big boys, the directors, producers will get away. I don't think they'll get away. Now, if this S, A, and R start getting named, Mamta, can Bollywood still look the other way? Can they still say we will not respond? We will not react. We are not answerable. Can they say that anymore?
Thank you so much, Mr. Goswami. I feel I'm ashamed of Bollywood, and they better answer, and they better be careful now with India, and they have no right to get into these illegal activities. And when I say illegal activities, I have been saying this from day one, that it is not only about these rave and drugs parties of Bollywood. It is about illegal and hence anti-national activities. These are the same people who have been using the underworld's money, Hawala's money, Pakistan's money to make movies there and buying Bollywood from them. It is not only about consuming drugs, Mr. Goswami. It is about doing drug peddling business. There are a lot of people who come out and become their spokespersons and hop from channel to channel and keep saying that there are very few people who indulge into narcotics business, either consuming, possession or peddling. Then I ask them a very simple question through you, that why don't you come out with those names? Who's stopping you by giving those names to NCB? You say that whole Bollywood is not dirty. None of us are saying so. Neither you nor I have said even once that whole Bollywood is bad, is indulging into this illegal activity. We leave it on you that if you know that there are few people who are defaming Bollywood, then why don't you gracefully go to NCB and tell them that stop this, these are the names, these are those big,
or acknowledge the problem,
list of people,
or acknowledge the problem
and finish it off once for all.
Or at least, if nothing else, Mamta, to acknowledge the problem.
As you rightly said, when Deepika's name came, all of us were shocked. These are the same people who make larger than life image on screen and fool us, play with our sentiments, and actually convince us through their acting that they are the ones who are very unhappy and are all out to help us by removing all these kuritis, so-called kuritis of our society, and then we get to know that she is the same female who made a movie on a acid attack survivor is actually behind this narcotics game. So what kind of double standards are these?
Complete double standards.
If an honest journalist like you and the whole public, whole nation is calling out their hypocrisy, then they feel very bad. They say, no, don't touch us. You cannot do this. We are the highest taxpayer of India. We are the ones who are helping and supporting the government. Hence, you should not touch us. I mean, this is what Mrs. Jaya Bachchan had said on the floor of the House the other day. So this is not going to be acceptable to us anymore now.
A simple thing is here that Saira, do you think that a battery of lawyers will erase the narcotics truth? Because, does Bollywood think that lining up an army of lawyers, making them give hushed phone calls to people in the system will save them when SAR are names which are coming out? SANR have contacted their legal teams. The 3 stars have also got in touch with each other. They have contacted Deepika Padukone as well. Do you think they'll get away with this time? My sense is, and it's an open debate between you and Shazia, my sense is that this time they won't. Because this time, the commercialization of the drug trade.
Nobody can get away with. Law is above everybody. Now, these people should understand that law is above everybody. Nobody can get away from the clutches of law. If they are doing something illegal, they will be caught and they will be punished. And that will act as a deterrent in our society. Usage of drugs is a menace in the society. It is a crime against society. And that is why today we've all come together to fight it against.
Yes, so I'm just curious.
Entire menace.
So I'm just curious. I'm just curious. How will someone like Saira Shah Alim react if more male actors, bigger names start getting called in? Will she then say that the rest of Bollywood should unzip their lips?
I'll just say one thing.
They have to face the brunt of it. Now they know that they just can't get away with it.
See,
they cannot. Nobody will get away with it. They may engage a battery of lawyers.
I can't see anyone. So I don't know who's speaking. 1 second, can we tell the lady to keep quiet? Arnab has asked me a question. Let me reply.
Barnali and Shazia,
the lady to calm down. Calm down, please. Let me reply. Yeah. So Arnab, all I'm saying is, whoever is involved in the drug trade or whoever is consuming drugs personally, obviously we need a total cleanup, whether it's Bollywood, whether it's the corporate.
No, I'm speaking about Bollywood because it's rampant in Bollywood. You're trying to be very forgiving towards them. Don't be.
Also, no, I agree.
Don't be.
I agree with you. No. I'm not trying to deflect. I'm simply saying Bollywood as well. Bollywood as well, whether it's colleges, whether it's Bollywood, whether it's the corporate circuit. Or 1 second, let me finish, Barnali. Let me finish.
No, that's Shazia.
Letting me string a sentence, please.
Don't try to
interrupt when you were talking. I can't see who's talking.
That's Shazia, right?
No, but
let me talk. I did not interrupt you while you were speaking. Let me complete, please. Shazia, let me complete. Very nice. I also knew which direction you are, but I did not interrupt you. I maintained a certain protocol. And please, I respect, I also request you to adhere to the same. So what I'm saying is, but here we are not debating, we are not talking about the Hathras incident, that how there's been a blockade, media has been debarred from covering that incident. Why in a democracy the parents phones, the family phones
no. 1 second. I'm happy to inform you.
Can I
1 minute. 1 minute. She wants to talk about. She doesn't want to talk about the subject.
We are trying to hide behind Bollywood. How the farmers are protesting.
This is exactly what it is.
We are not going to talk about the
Arnab, this is what I expected. This is what I preempted. You are so hackneyed and you're so predictable, Saira Shah Alim, that we know which direction your conversation will take the entire narrative. So it is Hathras, not Hathras. So learn to pronounce the cities of UP well.
Let's have a balance.
And 2, the topic is on what we are discussing. On Hathras, we have spoken. All of us, and Arnab has done debates on Hathras as well. So let's not change the topic and let's not run away. Let's not deflect and obfuscate in a very idiotic manner as you're trying to do, because there is no need for it.
You are
deflecting. We are talking about
all moral scruples.
We are talking
You are a cheerleader of the Nazis, where someone is trying to be rational and sensible. You will bully your way and you try and stifle those voices.
No, can I bring you back to the debate?
I did not misbehave.
Can I bring you back to the debate?
Absolutely.
Can I bring you back to the debate? I think we lost way now.
I'm feigning ignorance.
No. 1 second, Shazia and Saira, please 1 minute. Can I come in, please? If you be so kind to allow me, both of you, if you be so kind to allow me, my question was not that. I had a very pointed question, and maybe Prachi can take that.
Yes.
My question was, can a
Arnab.
Saira.
I said any field, Bollywood, corporate,
Saira,
colleges.
I know you said that twice. Now, can I say something in turn?
Let there be a complete,
But can I say something now if you finished?
No one is denying that. No one is denying
No,
that.
Saira, have you finished? Can I come in? Can I say something?
No, I haven't finished.
When will you finish? Then let me come in.
come in.
You're not finishing. You're not letting me come in. Let me come in. Thank you very much. Question is this.
No, because you let your blue-eyed girl totally, completely hijack
For God's sake, the last thing you should say, Shazia is a spokesperson for a political party, and you have no right making personal comments. Please.
Yes, I didn't even speak as a...
You don't need to make a personal comment on Shazia out there.
And Saira Shahin,
please.
Because I caught you out, when I first spoke...
Shazia spoke, you interrupted.
When I first spoke, Akashdeep spoke over me.
Hang on, this is not a cat
Then
fight,
I
ladies.
spoke
Please.
and you interrupted and you still interrupted.
May I just say one thing? It's very unfair. It's very unfair for you to make personal categorizations like that. All that I will say is that the debate was started by Rahul Ishwar, and he's not my blue-eyed boy. So there's no blue-eyed boy, blue-eyed girl thing going on. We are all professionals representing views, political parties on a hot issue of the day. So and please let us respect the fact that, like Saira, you have your own background academically and otherwise. Shazia has been a fantastic journalist and is now a politician. Her career choices are her own. We are not here to discuss Shazia Elmi's career choices or career decisions. She's responsible for hers, I am for mine, you are for you. Can we come to the subject?
Please do
now, you see, this is where it gets distracting.
About me also, Arnab. Please do not
you can't digress from the subject.
But I have not made a single personal comment on you.
Very. Thank you. I'm grateful.
I am also grateful that so far you haven't made any personal comment on me. But now can I continue?
I'm just reminding you to stick to the topic.
Yeah, we stick to the topic.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm telling you, stick to the topic. Why do I have to get caught in all this? Okay, fine. Question here is this. Let's see, listen. Viewers, here's a view. Can I get 30 seconds? See, Riya was also given the same coached reply as Mukesh Khanna ji. Prachi, before Mukesh Khanna, in fact, because I want him to have the last word, Prachi will come into the debate right now with anyone on the other side. But Riya was also given the same coached replies. Do you think that Riya did not have good lawyers? Prachi, she had. Did she not read from a script? She had. So Deepika Padukone, Sara Shraddha, Rakul Preeta saying
she did.
that hash is a kind of cigarette and mal means an omelette, then it's not as if similar script was not given to Riya. Riya was also given a script. Kya hua? Kya fayda hua? She landed up in custody.
Yes.
So what a point to be made is, Prachi, that Narcotics Control Bureau are not a bunch of fools. They are one of the best investigators in the country. Prachi.
Yes. So this is very hilarious to even, I don't know why would they call hash omelette or hash just a cigarette. This is hilarious because everybody knows what hash means. Even a 10th grade student in India would know what hash means and what mal means, because these are slangs used for drugs. And as far as Deepika, Sara and Shraddha are concerned, what I want to say is that even if you get an army of lawyers, but if you're doing something very illegal in the country and that is impacting the youth of the country, that is going to prove very disastrous for our future generations. I think they cannot get away with it. They are thinking they are going to get away with it, but they are not going to get away with it because the entire nation is watching them. And nowadays, people are very smart because of the social media and because of what you are doing on your channel.
So Prachi,
people
then
have become very smart.
So
people
Prachi,
know
then
what is right
you
and
remember
what is wrong.
but the NCB is so smart, and since we are talking about hash, can I share a poor joke with all of you to lighten the mood a little bit on the debate? Here goes the joke. Everyone, please participate in this. Somebody says they called Deepika Padukone and got her voicemail, and then the voicemail was something like this: "Hi, you've reached the voicemail of Deepika Padukone. Please press hash to continue." I'm sorry, I'm laughing at my own joke, but anyway, I wanted to lighten the mood a little bit. question is that, you see...
I think
Yes, Nisha. It was a good joke. You liked it, Mamta? Thank you.
When your
Thank you.
question...
I'll pass on a few more to you on WhatsApp.
This topic is very hilarious because
I just wanted to say this, that see, I remember, I was told the investigators, you see, Mr. Raghavendra, a very, very senior film scholar, by the way, from Bengaluru. You see, Mr. Raghavendra, I think these actors and actresses are undermining the agencies. Because actually there was, the agencies soften you up before going for the kill. And the investigators' first round of questioning, they don't reveal their strategy. In fact, they went and asked Riya, are you a good actress? And then Riya started saying, I'm a very good actress. They said, can you act all the time? She said, I can act all the time. And then suddenly the investigators went very tough on her and said, don't act before us. And that's when she broke down. Broke down as in where she started revealing everything. So point is that these investigators can manage the lawyers, can manage the excuses, can manage the written scripts. What do you think, Mukesh Khanna and Mr. Raghavendra? Either of you, please. Which one of you?
Can I say something? See,
yeah, please, Mr. Raghavendra. Yeah.
What strikes me in this entire thing is that nobody is speaking out on behalf of Bollywood, no leadership, right? Everybody is going, the question is what is wrong? Why can't somebody, some senior person in Bollywood, take on this thing and say, yes, this is a thing, we should take a serious note of it. We are in some way, we are idols for the public. We should look at it. I mean, without naming people, they can at least speak out on behalf of the industry and say, give courage to the industry. Now, it looks like everybody is on some kind of trip, on his private trip of some sort. There is no leadership, there is no spokesman, there is nothing. It's actually distressing to see this kind of thing, that something like Bollywood doesn't have this, kind of leadership that the industry should have had.
The leaders have all failed the industry.
This, I think, is sort of speaks for the thing. Why can't they speak out and say that this is after all, drugs is a serious issue. Somebody can elaborate upon it say that this is a thing that they speak out and then explain what exactly is the situation.
That is their responsibility,
give courage to the industry, take up matters.
That is their responsibility.
Leadership seems to be lacking. That's my sense.
No, exactly. See, what happens is that does Bollywood somewhere feels, Mr. Mukesh Khanna, that their inner circle will not come crumbling. They feel the outer circle will be affected, but the super core inner circle will not be affected. Now, Kshitij Prasad, who has worked with Karan Johar's company, has been accused of buying large quantities of hard drugs. His lawyer, Satish Maneshinde, dragged in the name of Karan Johar. NCB has not named Karan Johar yet. But maybe the answer to your question, Mukesh Khanna knows more, is that Bollywood feels that the top guys will not be touched. Am I correct, Mr. Mukesh Khanna? They feel the top people will not be touched.
Yeah, to a certain extent, you are correct. Arnav, now you are trying to lighten the debate. I would like to add a little more to lighten this panel of this discussion. I must admire the way you handle your panels. I admire. Because there is a saying, when women talk, men cannot talk. जब औरतें बोलती हैं तो मर्द नहीं बोल पाता. I admire the way you handle these people and you put your point across. This is something admirable. See, in the opening remark comment by Shazia, she said, no comment. I would like women not to comment. Because it's a fact.
No, they're all fine speakers. Please continue. Otherwise, you'll also be accused of going away from the subject of the debate.
Now, what I would like
don't be gender biased, Shazia said.
Gender biased there, and I'll start accusing you.
Don't be gender biased.
I'll start accusing you of misogyny if you go any further.
I am not.
That's a gentle warning from Shazia. Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm not. It's a just let Shazia's point of view. I will like to talk. Shazia in the opening remark said that I know the industry bigwigs won't get away. They won't get away. This is what she said. I hope that they don't get away, because it's a big game. It's a big game. Now, I think Rahul, maybe he said something. Why are you talking about Bollywood? Bollywood kya hai? What is Bollywood? Let me explain to you what is Bollywood. Bollywood is a huge umbrella of a sky where there are thousands and thousands and lakhs of people work together as a team. This Bollywood was there even when there was V. Shantaram was there, where Dilip Saab was there, Raj Kapoor was there, Devanand was there. It was known as a Bombay film industry. Slowly, I don't know whether it is the media's way of doing it. It was converted into Bollywood in the style of Hollywood. I don't like that word. Now this Bollywood has changed. The people, when you say what is Bollywood, why are you accusing Bollywood? We are not accusing Bollywood. Arnab Goswami is not accusing Bollywood. Shazia is not accusing Bollywood. They are accusing people who are doing wrong in Bollywood and spoiled the name of Bollywood. They have spoiled the name of Bombay film industry. Today it should be called as Mumbai film industry, not Bollywood. Now coming to the point where that why big wigs and why big people like you have named so many big people don't come forward and they talk. Why don't they come forward? Why don't for the industry के benefit के लिए आगे क्यों नहीं आते? I would like to just say that one of the very favorite film of mine was Godfather. Don Corleone. I think everybody must have seen. Mine too. In that it very clearly defines what. Yes. It clearly defines what is underworld. There is a very, very sensitive saying and very understood saying in that world. Silence is the mantra. कोई आदमी कभी भी underworld के खिलाफ नहीं बोलेगा. There's a simple thing. Whoever speaks, knocked off. That's why the biggest thing in underworld is to remain silence. No, I am not saying our Bollywood has become underworld, but Bollywood में जो लोग अगर देखिए एक ज़माने में हमारे यहाँ शराब चलती थी, मैं कई बार बोल चुका हूँ. मुझे याद है बेंगलोर में एक बार मैं शूटिंग कर रहा था. There was a hotel, 18th floor there was one star sitting, and on second floor there was another star sitting. दोनों तरफ there was a party kind of everyday session for drinks, which was very common. My cameraman Kaka Thakur, who died, he said, लाले मैं की करा? मैंने कहा की होया? बोला मैं ऊपर जाता हूँ उसके पास तो नीचे वाला मुझ पर भड़क जाता है, मैं इसको ज्वाइन करता हूँ तो वो भड़क जाता है. So it was actually, you know, like you have a come on, have a session, cheers, and तुसी great o pape, and they enjoy. But today that thing is still there. But उसके ऊपर एक और world आ गया है जो बंद कमरों में करता है ये सब चीजें. And they say this is our house warming, this is our house party. No, my dear. When you do such things, it is a nation's concern. एक आदमी अगर बोले कि मैं अपनी घर में AK-47 रख सकता हूं तो वो उसके घर का मामला नहीं है, वो देश का राष्ट्र का मामला है. अगर कोई अपने घर में एक पार्टी देता है जिसमें ड्रिंक्स नहीं, जिसमें ट्रे में अगर ड्रग्स फेराई जाती है, कौन सा चाहिए तुमको? हैश चाहिए, तुमको वीड चाहिए, तुमको ये चाहिए. देखो मैं नहीं बोल सकता, मुझे कई आदमी अक्यूज कर सकता, मुकेश जी आप क्यों बोलते हैं, आपने तो कभी शक्ल भी नहीं देखी. यस, मैंने शक्ल नहीं देखी, मैंने शादी भी नहीं की है, पर इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि मैं परिवार क्या है वो नहीं जानता. मैं परिवार इर्द गिर्द देखता हूं, जानता हूं, वैसे इंडस्ट्री को इर्द गिर्द देखता हूं. मुझे मालूम है कि बंद कमरों के बीच में क्या क्या होता है. टैलेंट मैनेजमेंट के लिए बहुत अच्छी बात कही. आई थिंक शैलेंद्र, आई कुडंट सी द फेस, ही एक्सप्लेन्ड वेरी वेल दैट व्हाट इज टैलेंट मैनेजमेंट. वी डिडंट हैव, वी नेवर यूज्ड टू हैव टैलेंट मैनेजमेंट. वी यूज्ड टू हैव सेक्रेटरीज, PAs, वी हैव प्रोडक्शन मैनेजर्स कॉलिंग अस. माय PA यूज्ड टू, सेक्रेटरी यूज्ड टू टॉक, चाहे शशि कपूर, चाहे राज कपूर. नाउ देयर इज अ टैलेंट मैनेजमेट. व्हाट आर यू मैनेजिंग?
Yeah, that's one side.
Talent does not need to be managed, but today.
Yeah. But there's also another side.
One side, yes.
There is also another side. Mukesh Khanna.
Another side.
I'll tell you the other side is
exactly.
I have with me today on the program Payal Ghosh. Now Payal has put the charges. Payal, I hope you can hear me. Payal has filed charges of sexual assault and rape on Anurag Kashyap. Now there's also the other side.
Me too.
Yeah, there's also the other side. Payal, a bigger debate which is on today is on Bollywood and drugs and all that is coming out right now. But also connected with that are cases like yours, right? Why did you come out and speak? What is your experience? The big names of Bollywood are not speaking on the drugs issue. Why, in your view, are they silent? What would you like to say, Payal? We are all ears.
See, I was been silenced. I wanted to talk about this much before. But my manager said, your career will be ruined. They are mafia. Even few friends from the film industry themselves called me and said, उन लोगों के साथ पंगा मत लो. They can ruin your career, they can ruin your life, they can kill you, they can do anything with you. So keep quiet. Every time I posted on Facebook or Twitter, I was being forced to delete those tweets and the posts. So that's how everybody suppressed me and, you know, like stopped me from speaking about it. But later, when it was haunting me for a long time, I gone into depression. I'm still struggling with anxiety attack, panic attack. Every day I'm on Flunil 20, Q10 25. So I still go to psychiatric. So this kind of things when continuously happened with me, I could not stop myself. I felt that I have to come out, I have to throw it out, or else it will be very difficult for me even to work in near future. So I came out and talked about it, and more than that, it's not about me only, about every woman who doesn't know this demon, who pretends to be a very good human being, who pretends to stand for women. He himself is a demon behind the door. So I wanted to pull off the face mask that he was wearing, and I wanted to people know that what kind of human being is Anurag Kashyap is.
You know, Saira, do you have no comments at all? Prachi is there, but look at the, you know, Saira, I'm so shocked at people like you. Who, I mean, do you not have a, just because you are on the same political... Barnali is asking a question. Barnali.
You know, how many of us have the courage to come and face the camera and speak the truth to the entire nation? People need the courage to come forward. We know our rights, we are aware of our rights, but enforcement is one of the biggest problems in this country.
They will all come out, Barnali, for Riya Chakrabarti.
Why can't we come out?
People like Saira Shah Halim will come out for Riya Chakrabarti. But they will not come out for Payal, because Payal says that she was raped by Anurag Kashyap.
See now,
because Anurag Kashyap is their friend.
Are we doing a Me Too?
Shazia, are you seeing the hypocrisy here?
Are we doing a
Shazia, are you seeing the hypocrisy here?
What are we discussing? What are we discussing?
We are discussing the hypocrisy of Bollywood.
Or are we mixing issues?
Why? Is Payal Ghosh not in Bollywood?
So all I'm saying is...
No. Only your inner circle is Bollywood, is it?
Exactly.
How elitist can you be?
Let the investigative agencies decide whether the event transpired or not. We are not in any position to comment on it. Let the investigative
I'm shocked at this response.
Shazia. When Riya was being questioned, no, and I want to let me make a point. Please don't repeat yourself, Saira. We heard you. Allow me to come in. No, you're repeating yourself. Allow me to come in. No, you will not stop me now with your personal comments. So I'm telling you, when Riya was being talked about, all of us were called misogynist. Then it became about misogyny and being anti-women. And now when Payal is making a case and is saying that she was sexually assaulted, I mean, we're ready to take it to the agencies and nobody wants to talk about it. You're turning a deaf ear, and that silence is deafening.
So we are saying
it is a deafening silence. The same Bollywood which goes on about misogyny.
I'm asking
even going up to National Commission for Women.
Nobody is denying and nobody is agreeing. Nobody is denying, nobody is agreeing. We are simply saying that
but why? Let the investigations continue. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. This is Prachi. Prachi wants to say something as well. Prachi.
Guilty.
Can you please let me speak, Ms. Saira? Mrs. Saira.
There is selectivism.
1 minute.
There is selectivism.
Why are you saying let the investigations come out for Payal Ghosh's case?
Payal, you came on
That was not the case.
it
was about Riya Chakrabarti.
Corroborate or prove what you have said.
Till proven guilty.
No, it's very interesting.
Prachi. Patel, the Punjabi Shadi. She's an extremely hard-working girl.
Please find out what transpired because
No.
To
How
my
does...
understanding, it happened a couple of years
Excuse me,
ago. So
everything
I have
is
not
not
seen it
working
with
out
my
here.
own eyes. So how can I make conclusions?
So Payal is not deserving of support. Interesting situation here. Mamta, no, interesting. One second. Payal wants to say something. While I will add here, 1 minute, please. Just a minute. While I will add here, see, listen. The question is not Payal Ghosh. The question is your hypocrisy on Payal Ghosh. While Payal's charges of rape against Anurag Kashyap will be investigated,
Absolutely.
I don't have much faith in the Mumbai police, though, I must add here. Having said that, I don't have any faith in the Mumbai police. I must correct myself. I have no faith in the Mumbai police. Payal had a tough time even filing a case in the Versova police station.
No,
the question is not that. The question is not that. The question is all-out support for Riya Chakravarti, who is in the middle of a SSR murder, narco-terrorism, narcotics peddling investigation. But zero support for Payal, who says that Anurag Kashyap used his position of power to rape her. I am talking about the hypocrisy at play here. I am talking about the hypocrisy at play here.
The hypocrisy is that they will come out and they will say roses are red, violets are blue, and let's smash patriarchy, me and you.
Yeah, but that doesn't apply to Payal Ghosh.
Stand for Payal Ghosh, who's actually saying that she has an evidence
I think
You're saying they're silent.
Payal has something to say, please. Thank you, Payal. Yes, please, you can make your point, Payal. You can make your point, Payal.
During Me Too India, whole Bollywood came and stood by all the actors. And later, after the investigation, all the accused got clean sheet. That time, before investigation, all of them came and stood by them because those people were not influential. Today, Anurag Kashyap is influential. He has a lobby with Karan Johar, so nobody will come and stand with me. That is the dirty truth of Bollywood.
Payal, can you substantiate?
Are you a police officer to say substantiate?
Your claim with
You are here. Wonderful. Akashdeep, hypocrite number one.
Why they support?
Yeah.
Arnab,
No. Hypocrite number one. All your patriarchy, misogyny argument goes away when you attack Payal for simply accusing Anurag Kashyap of rape. Shame on you, sir, for being such a misogynist. But good, you should do it. You should do it more and more.
I did not once utter that I am supporting. All
of course you are. You think Payal can't fight for herself? But this is just one more example of the hypocrisy of Bollywood.
Mr. Kapoor,
this is one more example. Why does Amitabh Bachchan not speak on Payal Ghosh's case? Amitabh Bachchan tweets 100 times a day. Why does Amir Khan not support Payal? Why does Shah Rukh Khan not support Payal? Not one tweet on it. Why not? Why does Farhan Akhtar not speak about Payal?
I agree.
Why does Farhan Akhtar not speak about Payal?
On that point,
why does he not?
Head in shame.
Why does he not?
On that point,
why does he not?
Allow me to speak.
No, why does he not?
On that point, I hang.
Mamta.
On that point, I hang my head in shame.
You should.
I agree with you.
You should.
Not argue this.
Shazia is on the debate. Payal is on the debate. This debate has taken a different turn in the last 10 minutes, but I'm glad Payal is making a point. Shazia.
हाथी के दांत खाने के और दिखाने के कुछ और.
हाँ, हाथी के दांत खाने के और दिखाने के और बिल्कुल.
Sushant Singh Rajput's murder.
When we were exposing this girl,
So when it
Riya
came to
Chakravarti, they called it witch hunt. Witch hunt, a girl who's behind bar for drug peddling, for consuming
the words that were used, witch hunt,
she's actually
misogynistic,
accused number one in Sushant's death, and you call that witch hunt, but you cannot choose to stand with Payal, who came out, who actually gathered courage, came out and spoke about her bad past. Do you realize how much guts it takes for a girl to come out and talk about her bad dream or a bad past? Yeah. I mean, I'm shocked and I'm ashamed of this Bollywood who don't come and stand for the right, can't take right stand.
And what kind of also must be talked about.
This double standards are these.
Something, a small point.
I
want to make a small point.
So it really doesn't matter. You were already ashamed of Bollywood even before this. So it doesn't matter. You don't know about Bollywood, but you go on and on.
It is a matter of shame that women are exploited.
Before this. You're ashamed
It is a matter of shame that women are exploited.
Shazia,
no, they don't stand for Disha Salian. They did not speak for Disha Salian. They didn't lead when Disha was raped brutally.
To be exploited.
I think
why don't you feel bad for Disha? Wasn't she a girl?
Watch and see.
anyone.
Oh no!
We should
Just
talk
to
about
sound
this.
nice on the debate, I am not
How
going to
there
agree
is
to
a
you.
casting couch
Just to
culture.
sound nice, I'm
How
not
there
going
is
to
a
agree with
casting
you.
couch
But
culture.
please hear the
And
other
what
side.
girls have to
I'm
go
not
through.
taking either side.
We must talk about
I'm
that.
not supporting Anurag.
We must talk
But you
about that.
cannot
It is an
not hear
open
the other
secret, my
side.
dear friend, that there is a casting couch.
Oh, we
and
are
it's
talking-
filthy.
we are
what
talking-
it does to
And-
young women and the
There is,
No, it's a mobocracy.
It's normal to be like that.
If I may come in right now, if I may say,
Your acting skills don't matter.
This is the most.
if I may speak one line, what we are seeing here, and I'm surprised, Nisha, that you are quiet.
Talk about it.
Why are you quiet, Nisha? Why don't you say, Nisha, that it takes courage
for the last 10
Yeah.
minutes.
Oh yes, you're very polite. Please go on. I'm just saying that why don't you say that it takes courage for one woman to come out and say she was raped by a powerful figure in Bollywood when she knows that all of Bollywood will turn against her. And even so-called feminists like Saira Shah Alim will start questioning her
Even when
rather than supporting her.
there is so much insecurity, there is so much stress and anxiety in Bollywood, and people are so scared of the big powers that be,
so
that
you will
definitely to come out and expose
So even a case
oneself
of
in
rape will be
world
covered up.
full of critique is not going to
No,
be
no, so
is
even
not
a case
easy
of
for
rape will be
somebody.
covered up.
No, in fact, I'm saying that for
So being silent on a case of rape is
Absolutely.
okay.
And not only that, the big game, it's definitely not okay. And it's definitely important to go in, investigate and find out and expose the powers that be.
No,
Because
but then
this
why
nexus
is
in the inner
no, why,
circle,
1 minute.
the-
Payal
the-
wants
the
to
peer pressure.
No.
But then Nisha ma'am, ji, by the same logic.
No, Arnab,
by the
I
same
definitely
logic,
feel
when
that
Riya
there
was
is a
being questioned,
patriarchal-
why was everybody getting together and calling it misogynistic? Why were letters being written to NCW and saying that we are carrying a witch hunt? When we were questioning a person who happens to be a woman,
And Shazia,
then it became about
for
misogyny and
something as big as
patriarchy and
this.
whataboutery.
Absolutely.
These are semantics.
Yes.
These are semantics, ma'am. And we have to go beyond semantics and call a spade a spade. And
they
just
have
like a
to
rape in Hathras
investigate, they
matters,
have to bring
a
out
rape
the
in Rajasthan
truth.
also
The point is
generation.
no,
Just like
I'd like to, you see, the debate is not on, the debate is not, but as Mr. M.K. Raghavendra made this point earlier, I want to make a point. See, Payal, the debate is not on you. May I say, 1 minute please, may I, Akashdeep, I know you wanted to be an anchor, you gave an audition in Republic, I rejected you, so you became a panelist, so you're taking your frustration out on me. Just because you failed to become a Republic anchor.
You approved me. I
No,
said
no, you've been
no.
rejected by me. Then you take the frustration out. That's why you don't let me speak.
I said
Okay,
no.
Akashdeep, listen. On a serious
I
note.
will beat your TRP.
On a serious note, you see, the debate is not on you, Payal. Let me tell you
Oh,
this.
that's difficult right now. Let me tell you this much.
The debate, however, is not on Payal. But Payal's case, Payal, I feel that your case.
That ain't happening.
Why do you want to discuss my TRPs?
That ain't happening, my friend.
That is for smaller channels to discuss, not for you. Listen to me. The question is, can you be serious, please? This is the problem with you.
Your words are not universal.
Okay, now my question is, Payal, the debate is not on you. So I don't want it to be an awkward moment for you because I know it's difficult to come and speak. And I think it's not an easy situation that you are in because you'll be up against many lawyers and all that. Question, however, is I think, Payal, your case shows the hypocrisy of Bollywood in greater light. The same hypocrisy that they are quiet on Deepika, they are quiet on drugs, they are quiet on SSR, and now they are quiet on you. So I feel that it is only another example of the double standards of Bollywood. What do you think, Payal? Before, I'd like your comment and then we'll move on. Yeah.
Case came up. A lot of these actors came.
See, a man who hardly knew me for 3 days could do this kind of wrong with me. In spite, I took so many years to come out and talk about it, but nobody stood by me because he's an influential person. But if I would have talked about any simple person, everybody would have supported me because उनके रोजी रोटी में कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता हो किसी normal आदमी के बारे में मैं बोलूँ तो. लेकिन because he is an influential person, he is a producer, he gives work to so many women, so many actors, so their fake feminism actually has been revealed.
I think Saira, she's really silenced you, hasn't she?
I'm not silent, Arnab. You're not letting me talk. The moment I say a sentence, your blue-eyed boys and girls will jump in. So either you let me speak or, because I believe in civility.
Why is she
Here people are getting
blue-eyed?
into tu-tu, meh-meh. You allow one person at a time, then I'll talk.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Blue-eyed people from the Nazi party. The Nazi party people will be allowed to
Shazia
talk.
can
The
respond
rest
to
will be
that.
silenced. So that is what. So I'm allowing Arnab to ask.
Oh my God, from the Nazi party. And you're green-eyed with jealousy.
Honestly, I don't.
I find that very demeaning.
I don't want to wrestle. I don't want to get into a pigsty and wrestle
Saira,
with pigs because the pig enjoys it. So I really don't want to get into
So you call all of us pigs now. So we are all pigs now.
No, I didn't say you're one.
No, I know the metaphor. I understand that much English. But I think that was an unfortunate thing to say. I will not go. Okay, let's go back to the debate. Let's go back to the debate because let's go back to the debate. Question is, Shailendra Singh, watching quietly as we continue the debate. Shailendra Singh and Rahul Ishwar wanting to come back for some time. Question is this. Don't say, Arnab ji, please wait.
Is innocent until proved guilty.
Thank you. You're such a genius.
Point.
I never.
Kashyap is innocent until proved guilty.
You are. 1 second. Yes, Rahul. Can you be on air, Rahul? Sometimes you amaze me with your level of depth of knowledge. I had never heard this before. What you just said. But my question is this.
Profound.
My question is this. My question is this.
Until proved guilty.
My question is this. My question is this.
Defaming people.
My question is this. Riya Chakrabarti is in NCB custody. Sessions Court has denied her bail once. Okay?
Not for murder.
Can you?
Not for murder.
Yeah, okay. The sections she was arrested under involve possession, selling, purchasing, transporting, and using drugs and psychotropic substances, along with criminal conspiracy. If held guilty, she will have to serve up to 10 years in prison. This should be a chilling reminder, but somewhere I feel, Shailendra, I was talking to some people who are closer to Bollywood.
Yeah.
I said, what do they think? What do these Bollywood people think? They said, no. They think that Riya can go into custody, but how can Deepika Padukone go to jail? I said, why? Are there different classes of citizens? If Riya can go to jail, then Deepika can also go to jail. You are talking about CBD oil, Riya is also talking about it. You are talking about Mahal and Hash, Riya is also talking about Mahal and Hash. Same conversation happens about this drug called MD.
Yeah.
So similar drug conversation, similar peddling chain, which means it is possible that Deepika may go into custody. No, what will happen? Will Bollywood be quiet even then? If that were to happen, Shailendra. Serious point.
I think, yeah, for sure. I think, Arnab, I think the citizens of India, which includes Deepika and a Salman Khan and an Alia Bhatt, should understand that there is a law of the land. Now, what does law of the land means? That means you cannot break the laws that they made. Now, obviously, the reason these people, Shraddha, Deepika, are being questioned and Riya is behind bars is because they have broken the law. If you are a citizen of India, you cannot break the law. That's point number one. Point number two, और ना मैं ये हिंदी में कहना चाहता हूँ कि आज इंडियन फिल्म इंडस्ट्री की इज्जत उतर रही है और आज हमारे अमिताभ बच्चन जी हैं, करण जौहर हैं, ये लोग एंडोर्समेंट करते हैं स्टेट का, कॉजेस का, आईफा का। आज इनके पास मौका है कि इंडस्ट्री की इज्जत बचाएं, क्योंकि इंडस्ट्री सिर्फ ये लोग नहीं है,
आप बोलिए,
लाखों करोड़ों लोग
बोल ही रहे इस बात को कई हफ्तों से, मगर ये तो सामाजिक मौन व्रत पे है सारे लोग।
और ना जो ये इन्वेस्टिगेशन हो रहा है,
बहुत सही बात कही आपने,
जो ये इन्वेस्टिगेशन इस बार हो रहा है, जो ये इन्वेस्टिगेशन इस बार हो रहा है, ये एक इन्वेस्टिगेशन है जो नींव से, जड़ से उखाड़ेगा और बॉलीवुड को साफ करेगा। और ये बहुत बेहतरीन मौका है कि हमारे देश के बॉर्डर्स भी सील किए जाए और भारत को ड्रग मुक्त किया जाए। और ये मैं क्यों कह रहा हूं, क्योंकि मेरे साथ, अर्नब, यू इंट्रोड्यूस मी इन द लास्ट 2 डिबेट्स एज फॉर्मर मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर ऑफ परसेप्ट। व्हाई फॉर्मर? ये मैंने पहले कभी ये बात आज तक नहीं की है। 30 साल की मैंने मेहनत परसेप्ट छोड़ा। क्यों? क्योंकि मेरे भाई के साथ एक हादसा हुआ और वो हादसा ड्रग से कनेक्टेड था और मैंने अपने पूरे जीवन की मेहनत छोड़ दी और मैं परसेप्ट से हट गया। आज मैं चाहता हूं कि बॉलीवुड, जैसे जया जी ने कहा कि कुछ लोग हैं, तो जया जी वो नाम लीजिए, उन कुछ लोग को बाहर फेंकिए और जो सच्चे लोग हैं, जो मेहनत करना चाहते हैं इंडियन फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में, उनके साथ खड़े रहें और इस इंडस्ट्री को इज्जत दें।
नहीं, मगर
पूरी
इनको
धरती देख रही है कि क्या मजाक उड़ रहा है हमारी इंडस्ट्री का।
No, but well said, well said. By the way, you speak quite well in Hindi. I will call you for the auditions for India's #1 Hindi news channel, Republic Bharat, next week. I'll send you a mail on it. Please join us then. My question is, no, you speak as well as me, almost as well as me. Now the question is, it's not possible in India. I'll tell you why.
Don't, he'll reject you.
Yeah, you know what rejection is. Now my question is, in India we are in denial. Let's give the example. In Hollywood, in Hollywood, Barnali, top actors, when they do drugs and when they are caught for possession of cocaine, they pay fine, they go to jail, they do community service, they face 3 years of probation, then they go to rehab, they get a certificate from the government saying you're clean, then you go out. I'll give you a simple example. आप जो इज्जत वाली बात करते हैं, Lindsay Lohan, right? Lindsay Lohan, I think, is one of the top American actors, Shazia. Lindsay Lohan had cocaine with her. She didn't say that cocaine means cigarette or cocaine means Chinese food. She said, yes, I was using cocaine. I paid $25,000 fine, went to jail for 2 days, did community service, faced 3 years of probation, and then compulsorily went for rehab. Idhar agar iske baare mein bole, to people will say, oh my God, how can Deepika accept that she does drugs? I'll give you one more example everyone's on. I think we all of us know.
See, that has to change.
वो mindset है ना. That
unlike here where only the spotlight's on Bollywood.
Exactly.
What are you saying? Is the spotlight not on Hollywood?
There they clean it on every level. Now here it's
क्या
only
बात
on
कर?
Bollywood. Of course the spotlight is only on Bollywood.
It's Bollywood. And
Of course the spotlight is only on Bollywood.
This is a problem with you.
Of course.
Nisha.
If Bollywood has had the good spotlight for so many years,
Yeah.
when there is some problem, it will have the scrutiny as well. No, Rahul Ishwar, if Bollywood has had the good spotlight for so long, Rahul Ishwar, if Bollywood has had the adulation, it has the whole nation eulogizing it, Bollywood. Today, when there is a can of worms pouring out, definitely it is up for scrutiny. So why should it take all the adulation and not accept the scrutiny?
You are right.
Rahul Ishwar, why are you thinking that Bollywood is being targeted?
Ma'am, you are right.
Can I, gentlemen, can I, 1 second. One second.
Adulation and the hero
I think Nisha makes an excellent point.
Which is the scrutiny.
Yeah,
The
Nisha
scrutiny
makes-
is part of fame.
Yeah, the problem is, no, 1 second.
Arnab,
Akash,
the scrutiny is part of the journey.
I agree with you, so I always say,
Rahul Ishwar,
I
why
always
do
say,
you think Bollywood is being
I always,
targeted?
1 minute,
Why do you keep saying that?
1 minute, please listen to me. And Akash, listen to me. I'll file a defamation case against you now. Already I have been told, 1 minute, Shazia, 1 minute. Shazia, 1 minute. Question is, so Rahul Ishwar asked me in the beginning of the program, he said, that what is Bollywood? What is Bollywood? And my answer is Bollywood is the industry which has Rahul Ishwar as the spokesperson, self-appointed spokesperson. And to that spokesperson, my question is, Robert Downey Jr. Arey Baba, this man has no sense of humor. How do you chill at home, man? Do you ever relax? Have you ever a cup of tea or a drink with someone, talk normally? ऐसे ही बात करते हो क्या 24/7?
Who we respect, who celebrate our culture.
He needs some
He needs to relax.
You are a
He's
very
too worked up.
influential anchor.
Shailendra, this man is too worked up. Listen to me. I'll tell you, one of the biggest actors in Hollywood.
Read script and start talking, reading it out.
This is what you do every time.
Mamta,
Come on, talk some
Mamta,
sense,
you know,
please.
Mamta, you know, I am a big fan of Robert Downey Jr. I am a big fan.
Yes.
1 minute. Nisha is on the debate. I'm a big fan of Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. went for 4 months to Los Angeles County Jail in 1997. Why? Because he skipped a dope test. 1 year in prison for violating parole in 1999. 3 years of rehabilitation.
Yes.
3 years of rehab. And you know why? One would say, okay, he accepted it. He didn't try to fool the people of America. If he had lied to the people of America, nobody would have watched his films.
Absolutely.
Ben Affleck. I'm a greatest fan of Ben Affleck.
You know, just 30 seconds.
Ben Affleck checked himself into rehab and said, I'm a drug
Ben
addict.
Affleck too. Yes.
But हमारे यहाँ
Absolutely, Mr. Goswami, and that's how it should be. If you've made a mistake, if you've done something which is illegal, have the guts, have the spine to stand up and own it up and say, okay, I have made a mistake, here I am willing to take the punishment.
Nisha and Shazia.
If they took on the challenge and fessed up.
Exactly, Nisha.
Arnab,
Nisha and Shazia.
it would make a bigger hero out of an actor if he was able to come out, fess up and take the fall.
Slim cigarettes and...
So this is a difference in the, this is a cultural issue as well. I want to make a small point.
Yeah.
So I want to make a small point, and I request all the blue-eyed boys and girls and all the green-eyed boys and girls who are green
Shazia,
with jealousy
to Saira,
because they're
she's
not the
referring to
blue-eyed
Saira.
boys and girls. A small point. So where the... so no, Saira, please give me 30 seconds. So whether it's Hansi Cronier, or it's Harvey Weinstein, or it's Kevin Spacey, who's got the Best Actor Award Oscars, they all bear the brunt. And they go to the jail and they admit what they've done in different spheres. But here, like there are 12 steps, one can say, they can come clean and say, I'm so-and-so and I'm an addict. And people will forgive them. But there has to be some honesty.
And it would make a greater hero out of them.
जैसे द्रौपदी का चीरहरण हुआ था ना, द्रौपदी का चीरहरण हुआ था ना, नहीं, द्रौपदी का चीरहरण हुआ था ना महाभारत में. द्रौपदी remembered Krishna, भगवान कृष्ण. I'm saying that at this point of time, जब इज्जत और आबरू उतर रही है, छीनी जा रही है बॉलीवुड की, तो जरूरत है कृष्ण की, जरूरत है किसी आवाज की, जरूरत है किसी को बताने की, समझाने की और बोलने की. और हमें we need that voice. Because these are the people we
And
grow
that's
up
where
idolizing,
Akashdeep, I think
loving.
that's where
एक
Nisha wanted to make a point. Yeah, Nisha. Shazia.
Arnab, I just want to say that rather than using lawyers, rather than using lawyers to manipulate the truth, it might be a more heroic act to come out, fess up, and be a real hero in a moment of strife.
So
I think this is a great time to take the fall bravely and be that same hero that you are on the silver screen.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the point I want to go to MK Raghavendra again, because being a film scholar, he must be observing these trends very closely. Mr. Raghavendra, this is a point which I've been thinking about. I want you to tell us. Ben Affleck, Robert Downey Jr., Lindsay Lohan, Amy Winehouse more recently, Drew Barrymore.
Yes.
Drew Barrymore.
Yes.
She went into rehab.
Yes.
What is the problem with Bollywood in just being a little honest?
See, the point is, it is not Bollywood's issue. It's an issue of enforcement being weak in India, right?
Yeah.
You can't get away in the US. You can't get away. The enforcement will come down on you.
So you mean here they feel they can get away?
You might as well admit it. In India, the enforcement is weak. The state is weak. The police is not. I mean, there's so many things. Money, financial dealings, all these things people can get away. And when you know that you can get away, why should you admit anything? This is a fundamental thing, right? If American law was not strong enough, it would have probably gone the same way. It's a very strong law. The state is very strong.
But
the question is, it's not like that.
Okay,
that is my sense of it.
So, Ms. Raghavendra, are you saying that Salman Khan, Shah Rukh Khan, Amitabh Bachchan, who have not spoken, that they feel they can get away with this collective silence on the issue? That they feel that the industry does not owe an explanation?
Yeah, I think people who are silent, people who have done wrong and not got caught and silent about
but
it.
there's a credibility issue here. You see, I'll give you an example from our industry, and Shazia will understand it. When a channel, once an individual of that channel was caught in the Radia tapes case,
yes,
right? First they tried to be quiet about it, and then they tried to justify it, saying no, this journalist was having a professional conversation with Neera Radia. But this credibility issue impacted both the individual and the channel as a whole.
Yes,
so whenever there are attempts to conceal or wash away, in the long run it does not help. Do you think this industry is not smart enough to understand that?
Yeah. No, I think the industry needs internal things like unions, for instance. Okay, Payal Ghosh's thing. You need unions. Why are there no unions? See, for example, Hollywood has got unions. There are ways of protecting individual stars. Yeah, there are no unions at all. Why is it there's no leadership? It seems to be very badly
Why is there no
organized
leadership? Mukesh
Khanna. We have unions, but they're not effective.
Mukesh Khanna.
We have unions, but they're not effective.
They're not effective at all. Yeah.
Arnab, I fully agree. I fully agree with Raghavendra ji. I fully agree that we have a weak enforcement in India, in the whole country, more in the Bollywood, because Bollywood is a closed atmosphere. Outside enforcement is, as he says, is right. In America, you cannot get away with this kind of thing. There are unions in the industries. There are unions everywhere. But I would like to add one more thing, that we Bollywood people are, it's an accepted fact that Bollywood copies Hollywood. अगर वहाँ स्टार वॉर्स बनती है तो यहाँ भी स्टार वॉर बनती है, वहाँ पर सुपर हीरो बनते हैं तो यहाँ कोशिश करते हैं बनाने की. So the Bollywood, if he tries to copy, I would urge Bollywood to copy Hollywood, at least in this issue, because it is for your own benefit.
Well said.
आज एक आदमी रिहैब में जाता है, अगर आज आप ड्रग्स को उनके सामने से हटा दो, they will say that we can't do that, I take every day, there will be withdrawal symptoms, I'll die. अरे बाबा, withdrawal symptoms को सहन कर लो, अदरवाइज तुम्हारी जिंदगी तुमको withdraw करके चली जाएगी. So it is good for every big actor or small actor to realize at this point of time, when the whole world is watching, but the whole India, thanks to all these channels, thanks to Arnab, thanks to other news channels watching, this is the time to admit there may be weak enforcement, but enforcement के अंदर करना is मजबूरी, और वो मजबूरी में करना कुछ बदले, मजबूरी के करने के बदले you do it for your own benefit.
And you can't hide it, Akashdeep. I think also one point I want to, fantastic point. One point I feel, Akashdeep, we must remember Sushant Singh Rajput. Mamta ji, इस पे focus करना चाहिए that Sushant Singh Rajput was a victim of a drugs nexus. He was a victim of a drugs nexus.
Yes, everyone around. Yeah.
No. He didn't kill himself. He was a victim of a drug racket in the industry.
Yes, you are right.
He was a victim of a drug racket in Bollywood.
No, I am one who's...
Yes.
I certainly agree with you that I am on the side that says he didn't kill
absolutely
himself.
correct, Mr. Goswami. Can I
logic point is one short 10-second point. 1 minute, 10 seconds.
You know, Mr. Goswami, it is highly laughable that few people from this fraternity called Bollywood come out and say that Riya Chakraborty was giving CBD oil to Sushant Singh Rajput because he was suffering from bipolar, and CBD oil is very good to cure depression and bipolar. Can you imagine? These people don't even understand and know the NDPS Act and don't even know that it is illegal under NDPS Act. I had confronted one of so-called Bollywood actor in one of the debate and asked, what are you talking? She said, no, I am not talking about India, I am talking about US. Can you imagine these people sit here, talk about US and mislead the youth of India, the nation, by
Deepika Padukone,
if
Deepika Padukone would have been in the US, she would have been in police custody by now.
To cure schizophrenia, bipolar and depression, and hence Riya Chakraborty.
If Sara Ali Khan were in the US, she would be doing rehab by now.
Unbelievable. I'm shocked to
In
hear
Dubai.
such stupid argument
I
from these
absolutely
people. And
agree with
as you said,
10
is
seconds.
absolutely correct that Sushant was forced into
Arnab.
this drug game. Saria was giving him drugs without his knowledge.
Arnab,
Yeah, Nisha.
even Dubai.
Arnab,
Yes, Nisha?
Even Dubai, the law is very, very stringent.
Yes.
Arnab, even
everyone
Dubai,
else is
it's
here
very,
is
very
not stupid.
stringent. The law has to be very, very stringent, like Dubai or the US.
Yeah.
Because Sushant Singh Rajput's case has
it's very
proven
stringent
that
on
indirectly or directly drugs lead to death.
I feel there is an attempt, and in closing, I will only say this.
And you can't palm it off.
In closing, I will only say this, that there is an attempt in Bollywood to say that the drugs probe has nothing to do with the Sushant case. The fact is, and we must remember this at the end, that the Sushant case blew the cover of the Bollywood drug nexus. Viewers, it's a very big news week. We expect a lot of developments on the NCB front. And you can get all the news first only and only on the Republic Media Network. See you tomorrow at 9. Good night and goodbye.